I go by the name of Clay. You can call me Kwame Matthias Aloud, and I'm here with the beautiful,
Delali, you can call me the Alpha. She's always late.
Chamano Day.
What's up, guys? The name is Notte Diego. Noboni Notte. Let's get it.
And now you're to the what we're talking about. And this is the Mind Expression Podcast.
Yay!
These days you keep forgetting it.
I don't know why I keep forgetting it.
Hoorah!
You see why we miss him? He's a vibe. Okay, so today a story broke, and then we all said, you know what, in the end, let's generalize this and talk about it, right. The era of internet fraud. Um and I think based on that, I can say that Hajia for real has allegedly been arrested.
Is it allegedly?
At this point,
It's not alleged
it's
because
not alleged,
we are
but
all
then
looking at it.
I want to say alleged because when this whole thing started last year, November 2022, I did a story on it, and then her PR people, I was on GH Hyper's Snap, and I saw how this guy came out and made it look like,
We don't like
we
her.
don't like her.
We are
Say,
always
enemies
looking
are
for
not God.
bad news.
You are spreading bad news.
And
But
then-
somehow,
and then-
somehow, the thing was happening.
And now he's not
And
talking
he did not
about it.
handle the whole thing well as a PR person. That is what I'll say. But then in the end, what I'm saying alleged because of how he came out to make it look like, say,
The only thing you do with fraud is you distance yourself from fraud.
Finish.
Adia got arrested, and then apparently she's been extradited. She was extradited from the UK to the US.
But I want to ask some question. If Ajia was in Ghana, where could they extradite her from Ghana to the States?
It depends. It depends on
the communication between the authorities.
Yes, if Ghana has extradition, how do we say it? Agreement with the United States.
Yes, and then Interpol gets in.
And if it's that strong,
yes.
But then in her own country, to be hard to
be
get
very
her
hard.
out of Ghana. That's why they waited for her to be in the
travel,
UK.
yes.
Yeah, and
But
that's for the UK. Yeah.
On one case, our prayer. Like you have all these things at your ass,
No,
and
but
then
she
you
didn't know-
just
she didn't know they were tracking her for 10 years.
wow.
Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know. They were somehow, what do you call it, monitoring her. Maybe she didn't know. But in the end,
She didn't. If she knew, she wouldn't have
why
gone
would
to
she
the UK.
travel like that if she didn't know?
So she didn't know.
Possibly, if she knew, I'm not sure she would have exposed herself to, getting caught.
I mean, you see, these things, I think it comes with some sort of, any which way you do it, it comes with some sort of, you must know that there's some sort of risk.
Yes,
If you're indeed traveling outside the country and being the face that people
But
are
you
using
do
to
know that
take
Hajia
money
was
from.
traveling a lot. She used to travel a lot. If you're on her Snap, you know that this lady can enjoy life. She would travel back to back. So I am saying this because if she really knew that she was being tracked, I'm sure she wouldn't have gone. If she knew that this tracking thing was going to,
But I mean, I heard some time ago that whoever she did the thing with was arrested in the States, and
That
she
was in 2019, and she
was
came to
also in
Ghana.
the States. Then she came to Ghana.
Yes.
And the person went to do his time, and the person is out now,
Now.
and
Yes.
they've been looking for her. So
This thing-
it looks
this
like
thing I heard
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Like there was rumor going on. This is
2019.
This is just rumor that I heard on the street
okay,
that
yeah.
because she was doing because of this thing that she was doing, this fraud and
Yeah.
everything, it became impossible for her to stay in the United States. And she had to find a business back here in Ghana. And so she came back to Ghana, and that's how she got into the
music. Okay,
because also the music afforded her some form of legitimacy.
she needed somewhere to stand, something to stand on in the end. I'm a musician.
Yes,
I'm being booked for shows.
Something like that.
you know.
Something like that.
I mean, so that when they come probing, looking through how is she making all
She's
the
able
money.
to make
But
the
me,
money.
this I heard it a long time ago, and I thought this case had been dropped. To be fair, like it was a long time ago when I heard it.
This
When it came up
okay.
once and then it died down, and now
Okay, we are going too far. Like it's like we are going.
Okay.
But then, first off, let's try to understand when this whole internet fraud thing started in Ghana here.
So okay.
The damage it has done to, the economy, the ideas it has put in the heads of young people, is it pushing young people to say that I'll make this money quick based on like, you get what I'm saying? So first off, okay, do you remember like, growing up, at what point did you see that fraud is happening? Like it's cost.
So when I was in school, it started with writing letters to Joyce Meyer
Okay.
and writing letters to like teams in the UK Premier League teams. And when you send them letters on when internet came fresh and internet cafes were like the thing.
Yeah.
You send them emails, and they will return. We put our PO box in there. Then they will send you
something.
What's the name? They will send you books. Sometimes it's books, magazines, pictures of the team. When you send Joyce Meyer, who is a woman of God, she will send you a Bible, the New Testament Bible, and sometimes they will add a letter with like a $1 notes in there for you. So it was a flex every Friday when like the teachers come to the podium and start they'll mention Matthew Williams. They will come with the letters, so people are expecting letters. So anyone that gets
which stage in school was that?
this was around class 6 form 1.
Okay.
This be like 2004, 2005.
So it's been going on for
myself
This be
too.
2004, 2005. This be how I get to know the whole thing. So we go to the cafe. So the teachers will come holding like a loads of letters with all this Joyce Meyer stuff. So whoever that goes to the cafe in our mix or in the school, we are all expecting because you've sent letters.
So what is the content?
Those days, it felt good to just even get a letter.
So at that time, it was a genuine thing. It
was
not
just
fraud.
no. It was like getting pictures and all these
From
things
your favorite footballers
and all. It was cool. And sometimes you get $1 from Joyce Meyer with.
So at that time, now more the way I'm cash out from my brooch.
No, even that time it was not for the money. It was
just
For the flex.
It felt good. Say, yeah.
I remember back in the day, we used to write to these people, but this was very much in primary school. I
Okay.
never wrote any of these letters because one, I had bad handwriting, and two, I didn't know how to cross my T's and dot my I's, so I never wrote.
Bro,
any of
we never we will go internet cafe, go type these things.
So in
do
my
this
city,
thing now. We do this thing now, then go send me the letters. Then it was cool. But when I was in school, I knew people older than me that was going to the cafe, and I had no idea. But I know one thing, that they wear some nice sneakers, they wear jerseys, and I know. And they say, "Oh, it was through online. I got it through online." It didn't make sense to me. I was young then, but I knew it was something that was cool that I would love to know how to do.
Okay.
You get me? So this is how the whole internet fraud and this is because we will go to the cafe to go and do Joyce Meyer, but this old people,
I said Joyce Meyer.
but like these old people, they are there to do their own thing. So I mean, as it goes on, I will explain how.
Okay. Yeah. You were about saying something.
So in my neighborhood back in Koforidua, there was this cafe, slaughterhouse. Underneath there, the boys were there a lot. And if you are a female with them, they try to create a Facebook account for you. They only do that, telling you they want you to make friends with white people.
So they will use you.
They will use you. your name, your face, your almost a lot of the details are from you, but they would come up with things on their own. And there was this boy, he was some 9, 10 years old. I don't want to mention his name because now he's very popular doing that. And
He's making his
yeah. And this boy is very young, 9 years, and he sleeps at the cafe. And every single month, he has something new. He's buying new things, and his siblings, older siblings, realize this is what this boy is doing. So they became friends with him.
And they tapped
They tapped into what he was doing, and all of them, up until now, all of them do I have not seen it. They have not been caught, so I cannot say they do the internet fraud. But that is
That's
what
the perception and
that's
notion
the
of it.
notion all of us have.
Okay. So with Hajia's own, it was the whole love scam thing. And I learned it's a type of the fraud because there are types of the fraud. There's the love scam thing where you tell either an older man or a younger man as a woman, these fraudsters will create profiles as women, and then they will chat them as women, have a relationship with them as women. And you know that thing where they said if what do you call it? You're with a man, the man would help you financially. So, oh babe, my phone is damaged. Oh babe, I need to pay my rent. Oh babe, I need to do this. And then these men that know they have women down here will send money, right? Will send money to their girlfriends in the end, their women, right? And then that's it for them. So that's how they are able to get this. But at some point, it became difficult because these Oyibo people, they were catching on.
Yeah. You see, with the way I talk, some of the boys just come to my DMs and be like,
Because you can speak well.
I want you to make a call for me. I'm going to pay you.
Yes.
I want you to do a video for me. I'm going to pay you. You have this kind of vibe that my person will like. So the moment you do it for them, you also get it's easy money.
It's not just Hajia. See, there are lots of girls in Ghana here.
Up until now,
that
people
I can
still
say
use
that-
other people's pictures for
Exactly. There are girls
love
in-
scam.
in Ghana here that are doing this business where they use their voice, talk to these rich white men, and then they get their share, 10%.
I personally, I have come from a place where I've seen this being done like feely.
It's more than what we think.
It's
it is,
deeper
right?
than what you think it is. First off, sometimes they don't even use a face that is African or Ghanaian or anything. The whole scam, love scam, it doesn't even start from Ghana. First off, these fraudsters, they look for. Am I giving away secrets?
No.
So these guys, they in America, there's a lot of people who are lonely, who are quite ignorant. Because Americans have the perception that they are always first in the world.
Of course.
And so they think they know it all, but somehow that makes them quite sometimes, most of them, dumb.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To use that word. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And these people, they're easy to be preyed on. There are people who are sitting at home who are on disability grants or disability checks. They have disabilities. They can't really go out. There are people with social anxiety. They can't even go out personally to talk to people themselves. And so the internet becomes their only outlet to the world. And these people are the targets that these fraudsters want.
So
Now,
with what you're saying now, there was a 17-year-old boy in the US somewhere killed himself. Why? Because two brothers in Nigeria came together and then they started blackmailing him. They first, got his naked pictures, and I'm possibly thinking one of them went as a girl. They had some small relationship thing and got a naked picture out of him, and then they turned it and started blackmailing him with that said nude picture, and then he couldn't
Take it anymore.
take it.
That's
and he took his own life.
that's
Now they're trying to extradite those brothers from Nigeria to the US to
and I hope they and I hope
I hope
for
they
some
get
reason
them, yes.
they get them, because that's the thing is now the scam starts from sometimes these scammers will go onto the websites that these
apps.
these dating apps and set up a whole profile. If it's a woman, if it's a woman searching for a man, they set up a whole profile, and the woman is not at first in Ghana or anywhere near Africa.
Yeah.
The woman is still in the States. You set up the profile with the woman still in the States and everything. And there are ways you can change your phone number or make
your location.
your location and everything and have a US whatever to talk to anybody. And that is when you need, if you're using a woman and you're trying to con a man, that is when you need someone here who can talk like an American. With an American
At
accent.
least has some form of accent.
Some form of accent. I mean, you know, some America is big.
Yeah.
The accent is, and there are people, there are people from everywhere.
There.
So as long as you can Americanize your
English.
a little bit, and those people you're talking to, some of them are not really exposed as you know, we as Africans, we tend to think that anyone who comes from the West is educated.
Most of them don't go to school.
Actually, we here tend to be far more educated
And exposed.
than some of the people in the West.
Exactly.
And it's only that our own is done in an oppressive way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then this whole scam starts with the woman in America, and then there's an issue. She has to travel to America, and then she'll not come to Africa. She'll travel to America to some, maybe South America, searching for gold or something, or there'll be some business deal that she's going to go after, and then the business deal will throw her here until the business deal lands her in West Africa.
So it's
And
storytelling.
As a client, as a as a client,
Clients, man.
let me just call it what they
What call it, right?
As a client, in between all these traveling, before the woman gets to West Africa or gets to Ghana, there will be little bills that will be thrown to you.
Sometimes flights. Sometimes
Not even flights, very, very little bill. Like these fraudsters or scammers, they don't waste their time with clients or with people who won't pay. They don't, because it's a numbers game. And so if they come to you, they talk to you for a little while, they throw the first con at you. If you catch on to it as fast as possible, they move on. They don't even spend time. So once they throw the first one at you, and then you bite a little bit, it starts from very little. You might pay just as little as maybe $50 or $100 or something, but that is the start. And you see, the thing is, you will not be handled by one person.
Yeah.
If like a boy in a cafe, a small boy in a cafe somewhere is talking to somebody, and that person manages to send the boy $100, and the boy is still working on that, then that person sends $200. The boy is now going to stop whatever he's doing, take that client, go to a bigger person who knows the work very well, and say, "Oh, boss, Wakamo, this be my chairman, this be my client, he pay me this, then this, I want." And now they will put a new format, a new
gig,
like
so that you fall for it.
Be like the job why you do something before.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to. I've been around it. I lived in Adabraka, and I've come from. Some of my friends who I took to the internet cafe to teach them how to make simple email addresses and things, went on ahead to
learn things
that I didn't get to even. I only wanted to know the world, and I wanted to reach out to the world. I had no intentions with that, but I've come across it so many times, and in the times where I have lived so many lives, in this time that I've lived, like I have been in so many places, lived with so many people, I've come across so many things that I've been there whilst it's been done before. So I know how they move the clients. And they will move you. And the more they move you, they see some of the people, they catch on to the fact that they are being robbed. Even when you catch on to the fact that you are being robbed, you are still a client who can be moved to another person who will be like, oh, let me help you. You are being robbed. I'm an FBI agent who, yes, this is, I'm an FBI agent. I'm going to help you. These people are robbing you. And then the FBI agent ends up robbing you.
Again.
Like, you don't understand, like, the depth.
It runs that deep.
The depth of this game is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Am I giving away secrets?
No. Let me just,
Am I saying too much?
I used to stay in
yourself.
Cocoa, and I would see these small boys. See, I'll hear and hear that a small boy that just completed JHS says he won't go to school again.
Yeah.
And all he does is to spend his time
Yeah.
in an internet cafe.
And this is what I would like us to talk about, like the harm it has done to our society, especially the youth and the young people, because a lot of boys don't want to go to school anymore because whilst in school, there is a friend who is also doing that and is cashing out large. So what should I go and do in school? Like, it's like a waste of time to go to school. Yeah. So I mean, this is something that is the part I would like us to spend more time on, and the harm it has done
Bro,
to us.
when I was in SS, in my final year, 2005, Tamasco, I had a junior who was maybe 2 years behind. But this boy, all my mates even respected him
Why?
He had money.
because he was a young boy. He was smart. And I was told like he was into this kind of, I didn't even understand the fraud back then. But fast forward to now, that boy is one of the richest boys you can find in Accra. I can't mention his name or anything, but he's one of the richest boys you can find in Accra. And if you see the cars he drives and where he has moved his businesses to, he's into real estate now.
Okay.
So in a way, if you look at it, when it comes to this kind of business, yes, it has had an immense negative effect on our society, but at the same time, there are some people. It's shifted the power dynamic in our society.
Yeah.
So much so that there are some people who, if not for this kind of job,
They wouldn't have been anything.
Like,
Hey, see.
poverty would never come out from
anything.
there.
Like,
right now there's nothing like Dadabi.
no.
Where do you hear Dadabi again? Like, and if you see a Dadabi or anything, maybe
Nobody respected that Abio.
back in the day,
That was when
you know a real Dadabi, but now the power dynamics have shifted, and people from very, very poor backgrounds have been able to uplift themselves from wherever they are. It is, yes, it's a wrong thing. It's a wrong thing, and yes,
But you see, it is the kind of country we live in, and the kind of I'll go back again and blame our leaders.
See, that was what I was going to say.
I'll blame our leaders because
what jobs do we have here? So
Yeah.
a lot of the people doing this, right?
I mean,
They
if
do it
after
just to survive.
University, you are
There's
not even
nothing.
sure of the job to go and do.
There-
And there is this opportunity to be able to get money to take care of your family.
there are people who have finished university and then come back home and found out, and then gone to their friends
Yeah,
who were
doing this.
doing that, and now gone to learn from them. I know a friend who went to university. Very, very smart boy. Very, very smart boy. always hung out with his friends who were doing, and his friends used to like look down on him, like, oh, you say university, you say, and he was like, damn, I can do this, and then he really started doing it. Bro, the boy is gone because he was like, I've been to university.
And
Like,
be smart too.
like,
See, the 9-year-old boy I was talking about, he's in Accra now, and the boy is gone. Like, he's really gone. He's one of the chairmen now, but he's really young. I think he'll be 21, 22 now.
So in as much as me like this, I look at it as it is destroying a lot of
the money they bring into this country. See, when it comes to the big time money laundering, the big time fraud, the money they bring into this country, who helps them bring it into this country?
It is the bank.
It is the banks.
Because
It's
the
the
money goes
big
into
banks.
the banks and the managers.
It is the
they take
big men.
percentage and all of that.
It is they who it's not just see in the end sometimes these boys, these fraudsters who drive these cars, sometimes the money that actually comes to them is a fraction of what was actually made.
Sent to them, yeah.
And the big one goes to the banks and some,
yes.
like I can't say, but I can't say it goes to the banks per se, but it probably goes to personalities
Yes.
who are working in the banks, because in the end the money
They've-
passes through the
Yes,
banks
they've had conversations.
and comes.
I have this much passing through. When it passes through the right way, they'll flag it. There will be questions. And so how do we
Right now, you can't send money through MoneyGram or Western Union direct. Like right now, it has to go through a lot of scrutiny before. So it is difficult. So right now, I think they use the bank transfer and all of that.
I was reading an article, right, about this whole Hajj thing, and then it was stated that because of this, over I think for a few years now, when you make transactions or a few years to come, it's either they've started or they're yet to start. But then when you make transactions outside to Ghana, like from 50,000 going to be flagged.
Yeah. Well, I think the way it has affected business for Ghanaians is that it's affected people who have legitimate business.
Exactly.
Who want to run legitimate business.
You can't run the
And now,
legitimate business.
This has
Questions.
like spoiled.
Questions.
This has spoiled the chance for a lot of people who really, because right now, think about it. There are a lot of Black Americans in the diaspora who want to come back or who want to find a way to make some kind of, we want to bring them back and have them here to run some kind of business here. But now Ghana is not a trustworthy place because if you bring money here and you want to work with Ghanaians, they are looking at you like you are a client.
That's true.
They're basically looking at you like you're here to be robbed. So in that way, this is in the long run, a few people have benefited, and
a large
all of us
Are going to suffer for
pay
it. We are all
Not
paying.
like
We are already suffering. We
We're
are already
paying
suffering
for-
for it.
we're-
The thing
we're
is,
paying for it.
if you ask them what's your reason for doing this, they always quote the slavery. They always
That's-
like they always
No, but I don't know who came up with those things. They're like
the white people
back in the day,
came.
the white people came.
so we are taking it
But
back.
the people you are taking their money.
They didn't do anything to you.
Played no role.
Let me just say in a way how sometimes cruel it can be. I've heard a situation whereby this guy is sitting in a wheelchair. He has sold everything around him
I think I saw that.
to send money to this fraudster.
They don't care.
And the fraudster is like, go and sell your wheelchair.
I want more.
I want the money. Go and sell your
You know the
wheelchair.
human being.
Yes.
It's like
And
we
it's-
don't care about each
it's
other. oh.
That level of heartlessness, for me, is just
we genuinely do not care about each other. If it will benefit me, I would be okay in life. The other person can go to hell.
But
That is the generation we're living right now. We do not care about each other. Look at somebody telling you to go and sell your wheelchair because I need the money. Just because the person fell in love with a goat.
These boys took their friend to this uncompleted building and they killed him and cut off his head with a notion that
It's going to
They are
to
going
use
for
their
money.
And they thought, oh yeah, this is the new thing to do. And when they do this, because they know friends who are driving Range Rovers and they are driving, because this friend told them that, oh, if you're able to cut off this person's head, I can take you to this man and you will start making all kind of money. And the guy later said, oh, I said that just so that it will scare them off, so that they will cause cutting the head of another
Children,
person.
they did not expect that
They didn't
a
expect
child will do
these children
something
would
like
even
that.
want to do it. But you see,
Yeah.
the young boys feels like these little guys feel like it is easy. These guys are not doing too much to make this
Bro,
money.
it's let me tell you a joke. This is a sad joke about myself when I was a kid. In my teenage years, I was, well, early teenagers, I'd say maybe 12, 13. I had a crush on this girl. And someone told me that if you were able to kill, what's the name? Odaklo.
What's Odaklo?
Frog.
Not frog.
Lizard.
Odaklo.
Lizard. Lizard, the agama lizard.
Yeah.
If you're able to kill the agama lizard, dry it, and then grind the dried up agama lizard, and then wait till your crush was urinating, and then go and drop the crushed agama lizard.
What sort of stupid forget is that?
Yes, she was going to follow you everywhere. Bro,
You did it.
no, I chased an agama lizard for like a week until I thought, Charlie, I'm not going to catch this thing. But you see, I chased it for a week and I felt sad that I couldn't catch it until I think I was about maybe 15 years before I thought, this thing was stupid. But even if I was able to do it, this girl was going to follow me everywhere. Was I ready for this girl to follow me everywhere I went?
Yeah.
You understand? So kids are very, very impressionable. And especially those who are coming from deprived neighborhoods and where the talk in places, in poor places, in very places where there's poverty, the conversations there are purely wicked.
Yes.
Let's not miss
Don't
words.
lie. It is true.
The
The
conversations
desperation
there
to get out of
are
it.
ignorant and they are very, very wicked. Sometimes you will find the kindest people there too. But when these kids join together to talk, some of the times, if you're there and you're listening to the conversation,
what they've heard.
your heart would just
Yes.
break.
But I won't catch you, but like I'm like, sometimes I want to blame the parents as well. So because
Okay.
if you have a 14 or a 15-year-old child, and one day your child comes home and he has about 30,000 cedis, and you don't ask the child where he got the money from, but the thing you are thinking about is this money the Yankoto assassin. You are not asking how the child got the money,
Bro,
but you are thinking about how to use that money.
Parents of big time of kids who hit through internet fraud, they do not have any understanding
what their children are
of
doing.
where the money is like
from.
see.
Most of them knows it is chrono.
No, wait. Like, they know that it's corruption. They know that it's fraud. They know that there's something associated with it that is wrong. You understand? But here's the
Don't
thing.
necessarily know what goes into it.
The era between the era that those parents grew up in and the era in which those kids are growing up in, where they are getting their money from. If the kid went to steal that money, you understand? If you went to steal it from somewhere, which is where the parents
We'll have a problem.
the parents would be like, hey, where did you go and take the money from? You went to take it from this person's place. You went to steal it from here.
This house, that
Yeah,
house.
go. We're taking it back.
But here, there's no
It's an
Fakomano.
invisible person that they've stolen from.
So that way,
Sika way, or how do you say, wanale internet no? Your parents don't even know the internet, for Christ's
They
sake.
don't- So some
so
of
to
them
them,
are just-
they feel like, okay, since it's an internet,
Internet
They
money,
don't
they can
even
use it.
understand where the money came
don't
from.
they
get
see it's like it's a form of like
No, but some people
Employment.
too get it. Some of them too.
some parents who know what.
Oh,
exactly-
some parents come to know, but as like the fact that someone is a parent doesn't make the person perfect or doesn't make the person all of a sudden upstanding.
Yeah.
Bad kids turn into bad older people.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah, that's true.
It's true. There's a lot.
A bad child.
You grow up to be a bad
adult.
Okay.
There's a lot of adults who are straightforward bad. There's no way to go about it. There's just straightforward bad. And so if their kids are doing something like that, by their way, if you're wearing the way you wear, why would your kid be doing what your kid is doing?
I mean, sometimes parents can also do whatever they want to do. They'll do everything. But maybe influence from outside.
Yeah.
If you're taking care of your children, hey, I will tell you.
So you don't know DB's way they fraud?
Oh.
Now it's even a flex.
It's back. It's coming forward now. It's now that the DBs saw that the DBs came to see that no, the game has shifted. You cannot just be a rich man's son. Because the DB money, if your father was back in the day, if somebody was there and their father was probably giving them, let's say, 20 cedis a day in their pocket, that's a DB. To walk around with that, you understand?
And he can move the father's car.
And he can move his father's car from left to right, some small places. All of a sudden, these your friends, this is not their father's car. It's not their father's money.
Yeah.
It's their own money.
It is their own money. It is their own money. And they are moving, they are not having 20 cedis in their pocket.
No.
They are having 2,000 cedis in their 20,000 cedis in their pocket.
As I grow, you know one thing it baffles my mind. Seeing young people able to rent a space, like say 2-bedroom, this is my room.
No, me.
Like,
Charlie, every time I saw it, every time I saw something like that, I was like, when shall I?
Because me are the pet for some.
Like
my problem with it is how after they've done all that to get whatever they have. You're a classmate to someone like that. And then your mother that does not understand what they are doing is calling you useless. Mm-hmm.
So this is the reason why I will talk about Ajia Forio's thing. I know a lot. I remember one time this influencer, she's a comedian, came to Ghana, Worry Peking. And when she came to Ghana, she went to, I think it was Ajia Forio's birthday or something. And she went to Ajia Forio's house and was looking at cars and their house, and she was like, hey, Ghana Jollof, hey, young girl, you work hard, you made money. I mean, until she's convicted, we cannot say
she's guilty.
She was guilty. So, but like she was saying, you've worked hard and you've done this, and I'm sure a lot of girls were watching such videos and they were like, hey, they wish they were in her shoes. And a lot of people are feeling like she's lying to these young,
of course she's lying.
She's lying to these young girls, because I saw it on A Plus page. Yeah. And A Plus was like going at her and all of that. And I'm like, Charlie, this girl should know, say, not be all these things where it be legit though.
The thing is, we don't post our failures on social media.
Of course.
There's no way I would post what I've been going through 3 days ago on social media. I only post the nice part. I only post the part where you'd be happy with. So definitely Ajia will not show us what she has been doing. She will just show us how she's enjoying what she has been doing. The people that go to Dubai and they shit in their mouth and all that, they also don't show us that part. They only show us the part that they are living luxuriously. Yes. And because we are dumb.
Hey!
We
hey!
And because we are dumb, we just follow the glitters on socials. We want to be the same. Now it's a flex to have a boyfriend who is a scammer.
How do you eat?
There are some girls who don't want to date you because I want a boyfriend that is a scammer. And that scammer boyfriend would give you money and not think about it. A normal boyfriend will not stand up and give you 5,000 cedis that collect and go and do your hair. Or no, that's true. And a scammer will give you 5,000, 10,000. There was this story running around on social media. The guy bought a diamond ring, Evander or something. bought a diamond ring, gave the girl allowances, 300 cedis. She would do her hair, call the boy,
can walk into
any salon and then do. I'm not saying Evander is a fraud boy, but all I'm saying is it's a flex.
Your boyfriend will pay for.
It's a flex
Then
for.
you send the guy the bill, and the guy will pay. That is not part of the weekly money he will give her. That is not part of I've come to your house and I'm going home.
Exactly.
That is not part of your hair money. Like, see.
And it becomes a flex. My boyfriend does this for me, does that for me. Ejuma Bena, your boyfriend does, and he's a scammer.
So
and
a
it's
circle of friends who
like
also want guys.
the same thing. So definitely,
So the guys who will come to such a girl
and on pet because ne other boyfriend man bibi say na one normal guy kwame aheme wahin. What are you coming to give there? People do hair for her 3,000 cedis 1 week, no a year free. Me like this, me bo me tia be 4 months kwada me nsane.
But
Who is giving me that money?
For me, this is the sad thing that I always say it's the sad thing because it steals away from the youth or from all of us real relationships. It steals away.
Right now, our generation, there's nothing like real relationship and real love. It's like one them.
It's stealing it away from everybody. Like everybody is looking for something from somebody.
Yeah.
Like this year, on my birthday, it was the first time in my life that I was like, I don't want anything. I really did not want anything. I was like, I'm so like,
You're okay
and happy with like where I am in my life. Like I'm happy. I'm just happy person. I did not want anything. And so when my wife surprised me with what she surprised me with, I was like, baby, like,
We want to see some and do show us.
it's in my bag later. I was like,
We are coming to see you.
I was like, baby, like, this is quite,
Nice.
this is very nice. It's a bit too much. I thought what I wanted was something quite small on the something, but she exceeded my expectations totally. But I've come to see that for most people, every time it's our birthday or something, it's become something that
It's a competition now.
competition to want something and need
We have
to
birthday
be
lists.
to be
birthday
given
wish lists.
to be given something.
And they put it on social media.
That give me this. And you are begging. Like us at this point, you are begging for people to do things for
I
you.
don't blame anybody who does it. It's just the way society is raising us. Is raising us to be. And for me, it's sad that young women or young men are going to grow up and there's not going to be any form of real emotional you see, me, for every reason that I can bash the church and everything, for this reason alone, I like the church. Because at least there are people going to church and finding their partners in the church still. And they're having this church relationship and all of the still at least. And maybe you may want to search for a boy who is working or has some job or something, but at least it's still a throwback to the old days where you're looking for an honest someone doing something honest and you're looking to build a life with somebody rather than it becoming this rat race relationship, dog eat dog, Accra life relationship where it's about competition between the girls. It's crazy.
Okay. So then, Amate, you were saying something about how they come and then they will lie to us, and then A+ saying that they're lying to the girls and telling them that work hard and do this.
Okay, listen. Listen, I do a 9 to 5. I have a business online.
Yes, please.
I put myself on social media. Hajia doesn't do a 9 to 5. Yeah. She has a business on social media. I expect that the fact that she has a business, I also have a business on social media. So if this is just the things she does and she's able to make this, why is it that me, I do a 9 to 5, I still run a business on social media. I'm not able to get these things that she is getting. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So if she's telling us that she's doing hard work, she's selling clothes, She's selling baby
Children.
clothes and adult clothing and posting pictures on social. I can post pictures on social media and collect money. So if it is just that, and you are telling me this, and I believe that this is what you are doing, and in the long run, it is not true. One, you have destroyed my mental health. It's like they are all coming in a intro. Two, you have made me see a reality that is not there.
Okay.
So it's like you are destroying everybody. There's a competition now. This person said he does this and he got that. I'm also doing the same thing. Why is it that I'm not getting it?
Okay, so
Follow who no road.
Exactly.
so then I get where you're going and everything, but then I was going to ask that we say she should have just, gone ahead and told us what she does, from scratch.
Oh no.
There's no way she will say
I was
that.
going to ask that, let's say Ajia has gone to sit on national television in an interview where she's been asked, so, how did this start for you? Because at some point, I also heard some rumors.
When
that
Moesha
Ajia-
said she's a correct sugar baby, what did we do to her?
You bashed her, please.
Thank you.
Let her
So
exist.
there's no way she will go and
So
tell
then,
us.
that's what I'm coming. I'm
Wait.
coming.
Okay, you
I'm
finish.
coming.
Finish. Me.
So imagine she came to sit on TV. And this is me that some time ago I heard things about her where they said she was a professional prostitute and all that. And I had long time where it was rumors.
Prostitute is a big word. Hookup is.
No, it wasn't hookup at that time.
That's a hookup.
let's
The hookup word
It's
just
just
came
not say at that time it
around
was not hookup. So I'm not going
2
to
years
sit
ago.
here and
No,
sugarcoat it.
like 4 years.
You understand? I won't sit here and sugarcoat it. It was rumors that she was doing the big men, like she was a professional.
At the point she came to fight with this Amanda girl over what's the man's name? Ken Point.
I didn't want to mention any name. That's why I didn't want
Listen, it was all over the news. We have all heard it.
understand. And then all of a sudden, she comes back. She does a U-turn and then comes. And then you ask her, knowing all you have heard as a viewer, right? They ask her, so now what do you do? And she comes to tell you that, okay, right now what I do is that I'm a middle woman. And she comes to say that, right? But now I'm on them.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. You see, it's not about saying it's not about saying that, oh, this and this and this and there are at least two videos of her on the internet where she's like, and the young girls, you have to work hard.
There's 2 videos. I've seen a bunch of them.
So I've seen 2.
Let me replay it for you. Whatever you do, just work hard, okay? Don't let any man do anything for you. Work so hard. You see me like this. I am selling children clothes. I work very hard. I don't make anybody intimidates me. So please work very hard. Now you're comfortable.
Hey!
Okay, so
Hey!
I should be proud because the fact, like,
see, I get it, right?
You see, but that's what I'm saying. Don't come on. When they put you on,
don't be all
find
modest and be doing like you
find
did.
something to say. I've listened to some big rich people who have been asked about
How did you start?
how did you make it and everything.
I sold 1 grain of rice.
And some of them have been plain enough to say that, life sometimes is just about chance.
Yes.
And sometimes chance will happen to you and you just have to be ready. Put yourself in a
That's
place
a smart
where
way to
you're
do it.
ready to take
whatever.
opportunity
Yeah.
of, and that could be anything.
not to catch you. In the pharmaceutical business, there's a way you go around it. You put money on products and then get extras. That is how they do it in the drug lane, Okanshi. And there's somebody that I trained, and within 6 months, he left the company to do his own thing. This is a smart way of making money. He was at my, let's say, lower end. I was the one that trained him.
He or she was your assistant.
Yes. I was the one that trained. He knew nothing about the pharma business. And now he's making it in his own smart way. So if this person is doing this thing in this way and he stands up and come and tell me I started with a grain of rice, how do you expect me to feel? Because me na me chile with jumane dia woye.
Yeah.
And you have found a way around it and it's working for you. I have not found my way that is working for me. You don't try and tell me I'm not doing much.
Enough.
You don't tell me I'm not working that hard. What is hard work
That is what
exactly?
I think is hurting a lot of people.
People-
that they are genuinely working hard. See, the most hardworking people in this country are those on the streets, but they are hungry.
But hard work does not guarantee.
Does not do anything,
It does
sister.
not guarantee success.
success.
It's a smart work. This person I'm talking about did smart work. If he had stayed in the normal 9 to 5 thing, he wouldn't have been what he is now.
Hard work doesn't always guarantee.
It
Like,
doesn't.
like working hard now is a mixture of actually working smart and actually being consistent with whatever you're doing.
True.
So I think these people, some of these people, there's a lot of gatekeeping of success in Ghana.
Hey,
People try and gatekeep the road where they went through.
I'm like,
They will not show you.
and
If she
and
was
then-
not gatekeeping,
and then
she wouldn't
they
have told
start
us that
saying-
she's hardworking.
They start saying
should work
things
hard.
that are actually not true.
true. They lead you to the wrong places.
You mean you can say, look, take opportunities when they come to you. You know, say things that
Generalize
actually,
things.
so that when,
It doesn't work for the person.
especially when you know that you have your hand in the cookie jar. When you are talking, you will talk well, so that it should, in case
Yeah.
you be caught with your hand in the cookie jar, at least when they are looking at those, say, oh,
Okay, he said
this
it like this,
person-
or she said it like that.
But in the end, you can't. I do not expect anybody who is doing that kind of job to come and tell
Exactly.
us this is the job I
Anyone
am
that make
doing.
her know. There's no
or
way.
anything. Look,
That's why the reason why I actually
they know
asked.
the risk they take for this kind of work.
But then, me too, one thing I'm also aware about these kind of people, you know, this is what you're doing. Why the hell do you want to be famous?
Me, I want to
money-
be
the
rich,
money-
but
the
not
money-
to be seen.
Oh no!
The
Right
money
now.
will push you. The money, see, you can't have all this kind of money and say you're just going to sleep on it. Yeah, money
You
will
you
push to want to buy a
no!
lot of
You
things.
need the fame. You
Yeah.
You need legitimacy. Music. Why do you think people gravitate towards musicians? Why do you think a lot of musicians who have made it big or who are doing well, they have friends who have gravitated towards them.
Yeah.
And those friends might not necessarily be the cleanest of people, but these people, they see a source of legitimacy.
Yeah.
Now, music, when you're doing it and doing it well, and you have the ears of the people, my God,
That's the best place to London.
it's a place where any amount of money can come from. You played, you've gone to play a show. If you organize a show in US, oh, forget US. If you organize a show in Kumasi and you do it on some park somewhere and you fill out the park, boom. That is a place where you can put revenue and blah 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 blah. Everything goes. I don't know these things. I don't know,
You're
but
just-
I am saying that probably these are places where money can pass through, and these are places like musicians are people of grace. That is why in your family, if you ask anybody, me as a musician, I know this. If you ever growing up, it will take people who really love you around you. When you say, me, I want to be a musician, they'll be like, oh, really? Wow. Sometimes when you say, I want to, who do you think you are? You think you can be a musician? That's the first thing they tell you.
Yeah, true.
What do you think you know that you can be a musician? Because it is a place of respect. Like, if you make it to the top, like everybody is trying to get there.
Yeah.
Those who don't get there fall. But if you make it to that top place, it's a place of respect. It's a place of
No, so
adoration.
I get all that too. But you do know that there are also lots of these said fraud people, right? That are living low-key lives, right? But they have like businesses that they can do this thing through. but they are doing low-key business.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are doing fraud
Yes.
and they
Why do you have to expose yourself and then everybody knows your name, everybody knows you?
me like this.
Here's the thing. I don't ever think that you can do fraud and have a low-key lifestyle. Here is the reason why. Let me tell you, because here's the reason why. You need someone to know that you are a chairman. So that they bring business to you. That is how business
How
arises.
do you show that you're a chairman? You
No,
have to
I
show
mean,
off.
I mean,
No. The small boys are the ones who bring the business. So, like I was telling you, there's a hierarchy of how the business gets to you. Now, if you are not a chairman in your own way, driving your own car, moving your own things around, showing that you can do things, how is this small boy going to see that? Hey, Charlie, if I take my business to this man, I'm done. We'll share money. So like I also used to think that way. I was like, why do these people? Why when the money come, no, then buy cars like that, then do these things, and then the money will finish again.
So
and
it's just a matter of it's a business strategy.
it's part of their work. But like
See,
with any form of underground, with any form of underground business, like any form of fraud business, the real, if you find a business that is illegal, but the person is a low-key person, that person is running top notch.
Big.
That person is not running a small business. It's not running. It's not a joke.
Not a low skill.
It's not a joke
it's
anymore.
not.
That person is moving countries.
These are the kind-
That's the kind of money that actually.
Yeah, those people are not.
Serious money.
Those people are not joking anymore
No,
because
the thing.
yeah.
Charlie.
So
Because
this,
right
we
now-
can say that Charlie, young girls. But the funny thing is, for all you know, Ajia for real, she just went into this. See, this is Ajia for real's case. I think Ajia for real's case is they used her account. Apart from using her account as well,
But she was involved.
talking to some, and maybe they used her picture.
For using pictures, they
I
up
think they
until
used-
now,
I think
people
they
still
used
use
her
mine.
Picture. And I think
They are
used
dead.
her picture, and whoever they were talking to, the person fell in love because I mean,
She's
Ajia
pretty.
Faro
It's
looks
old,
good.
hey, fine woman,
And
She's
a
very beautiful.
Old white man with a lot of money would think, say, okay, it's a jackpot to have this.
Mm-hmm.
Thing. And
Yeah.
Foley and Ochi have big money, and whoever was controlling the move, control them to the extent, say, them fit chop the person big money.
Big
where
money.
later, all these things happen where she's going through what she's going
No,
through.
but they've been on here for 10 years.
But what I'm trying to say is that, see, there are a lot of people we know in this country that are doing the same thing, that are walking free. And everybody knows, say, these people, this be what they do.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
know.
like me, I'm clueless about them.
Everybody know. People know, say, this person, this be the job they do. But then they walk freely in this country. Which, I mean, so if it seems like the Ajia for real way then catch, where they won't use them as scapegoats.
As
'Cause most of
scapegoat.
the time they will. Because when the money is like 10,000, 50,000, 30,000, 5,000, $10,000, America don't care. Oh. But when it
Even-
exceed like 500,000,
Even if it's
million,
I don't think even if it's $100,000 they
They
care.
care.
Because Ajia for how much? It's like $2 million.
$2
Yes. Now it becomes
Well, yeah.
because
when it
if
exceeds
if
500,000,
if it's $50,000, $10,000, the FBI is not going to chase you for $50,000. For them to alone come to Ghana for you for $50,000, they've spent more than that money to come.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're not going to chase you for $50,000. If they ever chase you for $50,000, they are chasing you to catch
the
somebody else,
bigger
Yes.
person, yeah.
to catch a bigger fish.
They're going to
So,
use you
but for
as a
someone to
PR.
have amassed $2 million,
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I just matter there.
$2 million.
We're praying that-
There's a lot of money because if you look at Hash Puppy's case, Hash Puppy when they caught him in the hotel, he was sleeping with a 42 or $43 million in his
room.
room. And I mean, So before they come for you,
They have already done.
the kind of money you are now
They want to
playing
cut it
with.
in your hand.
But can we just talk about like a minute about how crazy that guy is? That
Poppy.
even in prison, the small chance they gave him with the
What did he do?
He's sick. He's sick.
he was running business.
Running
In prison.
Yes.
Hey,
Hash Puppy is another.
He's a legend
to the
in the
extent that they
business.
feel he laundered money through North Korea and all of that, and America and North Korea and all of that. So they find him to be
Charlie,
a
they are
threat.
scared of him.
They find him to be a big threat.
I think
So Hash Puppy is like
why
a-
they went for him.
Yeah, it's because in
Yes.
Dubai, you can't extradite
Extradite.
anybody from Dubai. But I'm sure that with the
For
case,
them to actually give him up that way,
they showed
It was-
too
it
much
was-
proof.
it was
and they felt like this guy is a threat
national
to even
security.
Dubai.
Now, right now with Hajj's own apparent there are a set of people that they are tracking now.
Yeah.
So anybody that has done business with her.
But I don't think she's going to whistle. I don't think she's
well, me, I think she should.
I
For a long
don't.
time.
You see,
I
here's
think
the-
she
here's-
should.
Here's the
I
thing.
feel there are higher powers in this that
So
Thank
she should
you.
give them up
Thank you.
and
are paying for lawyers and paying for. There are
I
higher
think
powers in
But
this.
they
at
are
least she should give a few names so that she can.
not in
When
Ghana
it
here.
comes to-
Not in
Not
Ghana
in Ghana
here.
here. I mean,
it comes to
some
this-
other so that she can reduce the
You
sentence.
you
And
see,
let's
I
have
see.
Nasa ne banisa.
Ne Babin-
Ne banisa.
No, she has a.
She has a small girl.
But-
So
but-
why would you
but-
spend
but
20
Cameron,
years?
No, I don't think she will get 20 years. Let's say she will get 10 years. And whoever is involved
She's
is telling
30
you that,
now.
and whoever is telling you is go and do 10 years and come and take 100,000 or 50,000 or $50 million or $20 million.
Well,
Or
American
three
prison
mi-
there
you
is
get me?
fine.
Like $3 or $4, $5 million. Go
I'll
and do
go-
10 years and come and take $5 million. She will shut up and go and do 10.
What if she
Probably.
dies in that 10 years?
You guys,
Probably.
Think we've-
The thing is that a lot of this fraud also has a lot of connections with Russia, because Russians, like, there are Russian fraudsters and hackers who control this, how the money moves around and everything.
Yeah.
And so with this clamp down and everything, I think that's why she's caught up, because right now America and Russia are on the very like
thin line.
strong.
Okay, so we've done enough.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot. This particular episode, I'm not sure I've said a lot because the whole thing is mixing my brain up. The whole idea of fraud and deceiving people and collecting their money and all that. It's
Fraud and lifestyle. The
Fraud
fraud
and-
lifestyle.
the fraud lifestyle. It's a crazy thing because you tend to see your own age mates and then you feel like you're useless in this life
Yeah.
and all that. So it's a
We also
very
be on an internal class.
Charlie.
Me, the only thing where he pay me be say none of them sponsor me musically. Where he pay me.
So
Because like right now where I catch.
It doesn't say like that for use them money to good use. Even though
They should pass it through you.
they should rob Peter and pay Paul.
Charlie.
So in the end, we're all just hoping that things will get settled, and then the truth will come out. Because see, everybody is saying whatever they want to say. When you go on blogs, every blog is saying something. Every blog is telling everybody their own 2 cents about it.
I mean, even
They are
if
mentioning companies,
even if she's guilty, she should get a lighter sentence. That's my prayer for her.
hopefully. And then these people are also consistently mentioning names, and then putting hands on certain companies in this country. So we're just hoping.
I mean,
that
the company you're talking about, they are
two of them that I've heard.
I mean, rumors and everything.
Yeah,
but
the
like,
rumors
I
are
mean,
crazy.
until it's confirmed, we
Me, I
can't even
just
talk
hope
about
it's
it.
all over and done with as soon as possible.
possible,
In
yeah.
the end, the thing is, it's the name of Ghana that suffers.
Yeah, because right now Ghana is looking good
In the diaspora,
in the
so
diaspora currently.
So
with
we-
things like this, 'cause
we don't want-
Nigerians-
yes.
Nigerians really fought hard with movie and Afrobeats and stuff. I mean, right now when you talk about Nigeria, it is
That,
music.
yeah.
Before, when you talk about Nigeria, they will talk, the thing they will say is, is this some
The Yahoo
African
country.
prince? Some African prince. So I mean, Nigerians have really worked hard to clean
Change
them.
that,
yeah,
yes.
let us try. Let us, like, it's the name. It's the name of Ghana. In the end, it's internationally, it's the way it fosters that neo-colonial mentality that these Westerners are pushing against us anyway. That all we know how to, we don't know how to do anything good for ourselves.
ourselves,
All we
yeah.
do is steal and all.
all
Yeah, which is not right.
Yeah, so, I
which is
mean-
not right.
Yeah. So you guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. It's been an amazing time with you. Now, if you're just joining us here, please subscribe.
Yeah, it's very, very important.
Hit the subscribe button.
you're just
Ding,
joining
ding,
us
ding,
here.
ding.
And follow us on all social media
Yes.
platforms. It is
And then-
Mind
Yeah, man.
Expression _pod. Mind Expression _pod on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. Follow us.
Yeah. And don't forget to comment too, because every day I say this, your comments push us to do more.
Yeah.
So if you have topics to, please put it in, and then we'll do due diligence to it. Thank you very much. This has been the gang for you. We'll see you in another episode. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.